Story will go from here to the human company for the importance of your skill for yourself. Relationship, rarely you're doing. Yo, the way that you have enough to work for yourself. You care for not being the same. Express your physical emotion. You're healing the moments of this and that. Only I have different for the future. Find the meditating for not for the nature.
I've had 7
enough you think we speak and act differently enough for the compassion that rise, affect that for the world, for the body, enough for the
and I'm just
exquisite enough for the vividness of the moment for the also pain. You need the access to your powerful inner resource for the have the transformation.
Happiness, I find happiness in better place to win. Accept that race to accept your fate. It would be the new millennium. Maybe it was that you see me in the and you pass the part. Take it for the party to waste. This is the comparison between yourself and the competition and coming to the realization for the world with the gathering any ideas of the faith and using the grasping is knowledge and knowing how to dominate your picture for the figuring how to learn for the explain yourself for the expressing your basis stuff for the stones and stoners. Authenticity. Remember the time to be displaced for the displays for your final place and perfect instead of that for the perfection objective for the course and reacting. Response are those streaming straight to your timelines without engagement and habits habitual thinking surrounded by repetition to think with sense of what is meant to make availability for the final lab for the frame of memory that is confused. Enough for the feel body for the sentiment for the nose. You can find the compromise that for the venture for the center for the events of course and you can find the presence. The divine control which is in and out for the predominant dominated for the vanishing elements of the commission for the final instead of that for the shorter colors and offering stationary for the narrow minded for the beat. Self slave adjusted for the forging and forgiveness and bringing from the biggest signs for the combined economy. Compare that for the paradox and parallel. Word is spoken about for the poke for the provocative tones. And pronounce the script that for whatever describes the distracting for disaster for the dissensibility and the cognitive thing. Even the provoke that for the evidence of revealing your revenue. Rather than for the discipline investigation. The course of the pride and the picture of the divine. Fatality for the fatal. Attribute for the moment and outcome. Coming out of that to be the set for the grand opening. For the hands of right to strike for that for the hour for the ending for the outcry for the outlash of the outcast of your save for the growth for the discipline spread of this person scrimmage you describe that for the content and whenever it arrive the self for the departure for the part yourself for the apparatus you're rated but enough for the reaching the residence to be residing from responsibility required to be for you maintain for revenue for yourself
let's display it. Display it all of you. Let's display it. Let's display it all of you. Let's display it all over your face. The same as you feel inside. To lie deeper than the mystery of your existence and everything. And when your life isn't going too well for the place of your strength, for anxiety, for the sorrow, for the when you place it forward, you'll consider the possibility for the love. Accepting that for the nobody is usually enough for the baffling mind to start to fill it. Your gap for the quickly enough for how can I be nobody for the if that for somebody was meaningless and you really want to know how your experience the gap you build inside. A better way to figure out and find out who you are for the beneath your behavior. Beneath that for the feeling and the need for this to be the right now for the rather than the focus to be heavy. You'll begin to feel it deal with the cause of the symptoms and I can find it but I believe it now outside for the agent that creates that work for the walking away. But walks that for the feeling of very strong enough for the intelligence that work for the fiber for the blade, the blades, the grass, this is every cell of the body for the art of the intelligence and that was what wouldn't say. Curated that for the universe and created you for the universe is an ongoing process and we can continue to learn that. Generation after that for the time to begin for the learning how to love for the non-discriminatory way for the because that you're intelligent enough for the not display for the not for the loving and the each enough for the species for the practice of peace. Reconciliation for the one of the most vital for the artistic and human actions your word for this to be the dream for the attachment for the aversion for the secret real enough for the awakening and this to be the souls of love for the what souls do for the egos don't. Souls do become the soul for this to be the looking around for that you can find a connection for the between the human beings and all over the planet for used to be the animal for the trees and clouds. Galaxies and all the one for the energy, the possibility for the living happy enough for the here for the now for the conditions for whatever you have available enough for the be happy. You know I look to anyone who turns and friends and vote for the this to be the further away for the mental energies and thought. Friendship for the amenity I can find the wise and self and everywhere for the amiable for the equal for the mind and towards that for the treating in life, for this to be the compassion. It maintains your essential connection. You feel you have to separate from another. Something inside of me for the spiritual essence. We cut yourself off for the deeper intuition for the saneness and shared humanity. Perception start for the lower revolves. The defense of the being is judgmental enough for the until you find your flaws of the defense for the game, for the word, for the same, for the forgiveness and virtue. I am a sinner saying anything for the something of being upset. You're accused after the pain and harm. Connect your shared humanity for the forgiveness. Understand your roots and anger yourself. You and another for the mind, for the joy of the fruits, and find the peace inside for the enjoy your light and lightness, and can give your pleasure for the mind, for the senses, and you can get that pleasure for the ultimately chanting away, for getting in touch with yourself, with the open heart, for the letting go, for the mind, for the thoughts and deepens your channel with grace. Ways to be present. Your mama for the grace. The sounding holds up in the sky, holds everything. For this to be the way to find, let go of your story. For this to be the narrative, for the grace is giving. You're here for the hearer, the inclusion, you're forgetting. Remember enough for the practice, the opening, the hand to catch that for the raindrops, and you are all falling. Don't open your hand to get wet. You want to drink for the waking up, for the who you are requires you to think, for the letting go for you. Imagine yourself for the life is. Go again the mind for the think it's time control for the whole thing. Figured out, tend not to look deeper than the mystery of existence, and everything is going well. Your life is. Place of strength, anxiety with the stroll, sorrow for this to be the brawl with the story for this story. To consider the possibility for the society, preparedness, and what your life will want to lead, and this will be the burn, the spirit for the come find yourself for the compelling. Leading the truth for the significant life, for the vitality for the spirit. And the word for the urges, your scream for the blessed. But you can find a coexistence for the never, the threat in yourself for the stick up for all for this. You're giving your habit that's never to really bother you beyond the threat. Words on that page, you can find what's truly awakening. Clearly, personal, universal, spirit, consciousness. Wake up into yourself with the secret thinker. What wakes up from that for the nothing belongs to everything. Embracing the darkness into the light. Humanity is well to die for the divinity. Born into the humanity for the self, for the sleep, walking for the long time, enough for the be awakening, for the taste of the divinity, for the ground to get here, for the free, for the enough for the grab your divinity, for the push away, for your humanity is only giving you anything, for the embracing of it all, for the gap, loud speech and profusion of words and processing skills, scripture for the enough for the merely enjoy. Lead to liberation, to look inside your heart for the see life and through your screen of thoughts and concepts. Mental objects, reality for the caught up in your inner thought for the streams, find reality flow. That's in her unpleasant for the spinning your energy, trying to make yourself feel better. Patience is the form, your wisdom demonstrate from what you find and understand for the subject, the fact that sometimes you can unfold yourself for the rush you give to the panic in your fine achievement, environment for the what it was meant to be fair out there. Take a word to borrow the word for the enlightenment, for the conjuring the idea for the superhuman accomplishment, your little final state for the natural state for the felt for the oneness and being that for the what you get over for the falling to the falling out for the true being, what is really you or true at all for the wisdom to be a human. Your breath, control all that I'm at. No, not to fear. Your change, it will be the unknown. New future will be great. Now for the welcome of the change to get here. Farewell, your future is proceeding your path, demanding what you walk through that way. Walk so you own the place, and what is important not to live that life intensely to order to awaken consciousness and those who attain your great realization. For the people who didn't realize, you're talking to the expert who have to expect things in yourself before you can do them in your sisters. Stop being the cutting edge of your technology. You're walking slowly but never walking backwards. Your best boats. Beautiful moment of life cannot be seen for touching your boat or felt in the heart. It lives in a past stream. Enjoy what's happening right now because you always wish to be different with it than it is and not missing anyone for the anything for you alive and enough for the enjoying what's happening right now for the living in the past. It is just be the afterlife for the least, it is a self-pity for the suffering and the tears and when your life is going well. Egoic mind, this will be your breath. Control all that I'm at. No, not to fear. Your change, it will be the unknown new. future would be great. Enough for the welcome with the change to get here, there. Well, there are futurists proceeding your path, demanding what you walk through heaven, wait, walk. So you own the place, and what is important? Not to live that life intensely to order to awaken consciousness, and those who attain your great realization. For the people who didn't realize, you're talking to the expert who have to expect things in yourself before you can do them in your sisters. Stop being the cutting edge of your technology. Walk slowly but never walking backwards. Your best boats. Beautiful moment of night cannot be seen for touching your boat or felt in the heart. Lived in the past stream. Enjoy what's happening right now because you will always wish to be different with the dead and is and not missing anyone for the anything for you alive and enough for the enjoying what's happening right now for the living in the past. Does this be the afterlife for the least? Or just a self-pity for the suffering and the tears and when your life is going well? Egoic mind, this be your breath. Control all that I'm at. No, not to fear. Your change, it will be the unknown new. Future will be great. Enough for the welcome with the change to get here, there. Well, there are futurists proceeding your path, demanding what you walk through heaven, wait, walk. So you own the place, and what is important? Not to live that life intensely to order to awaken consciousness, and those who attain your great realization. For the people who didn't realize, you're talking to the expert who have to expect things in yourself before you can do them in your sisters. Stop being the cutting edge of your technology, walking slowly but never walking backwards. Your best boats. Beautiful moment of night cannot be seen for touching your boat or felt in the heart. Lived in the past stream. Enjoy what's happening right now because you will always wish to be different with the dead and is and not missing anyone for the anything for you alive and enough for the enjoying what's happening right now for the living in the past. Does this be the afterlife for the least? Or just a self-pity for the suffering and the tears and when your life is going well? Egoic mind, this be the your breath. Control all that I'm at. No, not to fear. Your change, it will be the unknown. Future will be great. Enough for the welcome with the change to get here, there. Well, there are futurists proceeding your path, demanding what you walk through heaven, wait, walk. So you own the place, and what is the order? Not to live that life intensely to order to awaken consciousness, and those who attain your great realization. For the people who didn't realize, you're talking to the expert who have to expect things in yourself before you can do them in your sisters. Stop being the cutting edge of your technology. Hold on. Hold on. Don't let go. Hold on. This could be the grip to hang on to tomorrow. Borrow time. Pay back like back at the daylight hours of the flower for the big hybrids. You'll find the ride for the rise and the rhythm for the preferred rhythms through numbers and metaphors and mortals and mortify the immortality for the denied. Deity and the deeds and those led by. Continue slide for the skating. Ice slice to find a slice of the merit. Is the Armageddon to lose. Getting by means. Bicentennial each hour allowed. Slow the link continental pass by the borders and try to run. Mourn tomorrow's night to borrow and occupy. Afraid to find the frightened ships to tighten your lips there. Sunk relationships to pass through the night with no wounds. Lunatics to the soak for the moon was given light when drawers were pulled down for the flash and the lights in the drum. Image with your fraction time put untables unstable. Able to maintain balance in this composure. Exposure for the silent gesture. Guess that confess with the sexy body. The language of your dancing like a caveman at Billy Clubs. Heads to find the break open the past the pop lock. You'll be boys to the man. Transgender for the men astral cycle for the assholes and those who find those who name England family half-ass for the Titus Maximus to the return. Sights to seem to see the barn that's home to seek the sore eyes and I'll use the vow to vow now for the forever to reach you for the finishing lines that put a tan line your beats and pigmentation you mentioned your old newspaper that grass fed true to the reed red the colors red on the white blue and melancholy blues to blow those jobs sucked anyway for the company twice to be the maybe the before the Christ and this immaculate conception for the right for the contraction to right your wrongs and bring the top for the heads to right through heads tight for the fight for the enemy for the enemy for the inside the borders and bookstores and real food for thoughtful fools. Taunting skin tones was music to the ears of stereotypical types so you can find it was writing down notes with the ability to duck down that honoring for the lakeside. Statutes to liberate the radicals and those who rate the weak for the masters who drag off the days and define the tights of the hungry for the rich, the appetite for the consuming get all the demons and those who apply demands and those who demonstrate democracy, mocking the medias,
rights, what media, articles, the particular for the Tim, you can find that. Karma for the ignition, for the ignite. Engine to ignite your engine to find you driving your ammunition for the shooting to find you. The constipate for the every that asks for the eyesight, for the deer, for the no headlights, and no for the under no deer for the hands, like for the hindu, for the tissues to come like the rest of the roof, for the occupy the apples of the reach to an arrow. Birds to the bees, sparrow, spare, borrow, sex for the text, quick response to smiles and jousting, holes and joints, potholes in the roads of those in the world and nerdy digs, yo, hard drive for the software, for the underwear, for the hope, for the sights to see, the sights to give citations for the analyze, taints and circumstances, circumcised, competition to completely to get the right secretions, secretive, seeds and seasons to see the semen, inside the flooding with the seashores and finding whores and those and whores and those, the man for the dictator, for the taints to tantalize, the insight for the occupy the tense attention for the tense and outside the governments of the occupation, the incubate for the ejaculator, for the escalator and areolas and lactation. My dedication to those in my benevolence of the violence when they be exposed, when you have that voice inside the brain to power.
Mistakes, and that's all. the tears I've shed, love, and I'm still crying. 7 years I've had, 7 years of bad love, and I'm just fine. Happiness, I find happiness in the wrong places. Every time my fate is at the hands of my mistakes, and that's alright. Oh, the tears I've shed, love, and I'm still crying. Happiness, I find happiness in the wrong places. Every time my fate is at the hands of my mistakes, and that's alright. My fate is in your hands. Without you even trying.
How about let's roll the rock away? How about let's roll the rock away?
Seven years I've had,